Hi everyone, thank you for joining for this chair yoga lesson. Now, I'm going to do a few chair yoga sessions for my YouTube because there's so many great ways that you can move on your chair. So whether you're kind of a little bit more chair bound at the moment, any injuries or anything else, or if you've been working loads and you can't really leave the desk, but you've got a few little niggles that you need to stretch out, then I'm going to put them in this one. So for this session, we're going to stay strictly on the chair. Other sessions, we might move around it and use it in a slightly more creative way, but we'll go into the neck today and into the hips. So we're going to start this one. Come into a nice comfortable seat on your chair. Maybe you need a cushion underneath your sit bones or any sort of things underneath your feet, then that's fine. But we'll place our hands onto our thighs, feet relatively close together for this first section. And you can close the eyes. We're going to just work around the neck. Let the head roll from side to side. Pour out through the ears. Chin towards the chest. Get the stretch right at the back of the neck. And let it trickle down the rest of the spine. Notice how you're feeling in the jaw as well. Are you holding a lot of tension? Are you grinding in the back of the teeth? Can you soften the molars? And can you soften the forehead and the eyelids? And then let the right ear stay over the right shoulder. And let the left arm reach out to the side. Drop your chin forward slightly. You can move the left hand forward and back, up and down. Rotate. Move the hand, move the fingers, rotate the wrist. And notice that feeling. Every now and again, you can adjust the position of the head. Whew. It's amazing how tiny, tiny changes in these kind of stretches can have a huge effect. You can bend the elbow and wrap it around the back of you. You can straighten it out once again. You can bend, turn the palm forward and extend. And we'll gently take this to the other side. Doesn't have to be completely the same as what you did on that side. Bring the hand down, rotate or roll the left ear over the left shoulder. And let the right arm reach out over to the right side of the room. Again, turn the palm up, turn the palm down, side to side, and move in slow motion. Almost like you're moving through water or treacle. And so it adds a little bit of resistance as well to the stretch. Play around with it. You can press the arm back. You can reach the arm out in front of you. Relax the face as much as possible. It's amazing how much tension we hold in the face. Notice what it is that you're feeling, not just how you're feeling, what is it that you're feeling in your body? And then bring your hand back onto your thigh, bring your head more upright. Close the eyes, take a nice deep breath in. With the hands on your thighs, arch the spine, lift the chest, let the head drop back slightly. As you exhale, push through the palms of the hands and round the spine, curve it, look in towards the navel. And again, inhale, arch the spine, lift the chest up. Exhale, curve the spine, push. And then from here, open out the legs. Now, this is probably best done without a swivel chair, so if you can lock it, then definitely lock it for the moment. Open the legs out as wide as you can, and lower the left forearm towards the left thigh. And let the right arm circle all the way up and around a few times. And you can always just isolate this more around the shoulder, or you can bring the hand onto the shoulder and circle it more around the elbow. So there are a few different ways that you can find that circular motion in the scapula. If you extend the arm and do this big one, this will get a little bit more into the armpit and more into the lats, so the big muscles down the spine. This is one of my favorite stretches, if I'm honest, and you can always change the direction that you circle as well. And again, remember how the neck felt as you let the head really drop over to one side. And then when you're ready, switch this to the other side. Bring your right forearm to the right thigh and start to circle the left shoulder. You can build the circles. And an inhale is always best suited as we kind of go more upright, or there's a lift. And exhale as we go further down. Sort of following the natural movement of the lungs. Can change the direction. Explore. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Keep the legs out wide for the moment. Bring both of your hands on your knees or your thighs. And you can sort of press the thighs open and drop one shoulder inwards. And of course, this is quite a popular one to do without the chair. But if you're at a stage where you need the support of the chair, you can still get the benefit of this beautiful stretch where you're getting to the inner thighs, but also working into the shoulders. And it is a twist as well, so there's a lot of stuff going on in this pose. You can keep this going, or you can always bring your hands down towards the floor, legs stay wide. And then you can lift your hips off the chair for a moment. Now, to do this the best way, you actually let the heels turn out, toes turn in, and lift the hips just off of the chair so it's a bit more of a forward fold. Now, if you have the space in your study or your office to do this, then this is a great one to do. And then you can turn the heels back in, sit back down. If you prefer to just stick with the shoulder stretch, then go for it. Otherwise, you can add in a few of these little forward folds over the chair. As many of those as you wish. And you can start to ripple up the spine or ripple down again, out through the mouth. Those of you that were sticking with the shoulders, this is a really nice little spinal ripple. Inhale at the top. Exhale all the way down. And then bring yourself all the way back up to a regular seat. Legs come a little bit closer together. And we'll work into the hips to finish off. So more around the outsides of the hips. So come to your comfortable seat. Lift your right foot just off the floor. And now that will be a real muscular kind of pull in the hip flexors here around the quads. And see if you can just hold that for a moment. And you can rotate the ankle, flex and point the toes. And then you can interlace your fingers and hug the shin. Hug it right up towards the chest. You can move this a little bit side to side. Inhale, squeeze and lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And you can exhale around the spine. So if the spine is feeling particularly stiff, this is a really nice one to do. And with this same leg, we're going to go for more of a classic figure of four shape. Cross the right foot and ankle on top of your left thigh. Flex this right foot like crazy. You can bring the right hand onto your right knee and the left hand onto the right foot. Now you want to have the attention around this big toe mound, aka the bunion bone. So push the bunion bone into the left hand. Simultaneously, you push the left hand back into the foot. And that way there's just this energetic sort of contraction in a way and force. So if you pull up through the crown of the head, you'll start to feel that a little bit more around the right butt cheek. Now, some people might want to just stay more upright. If, however, you're getting the desire to come forward, then start to hinge forward slightly. You may even prefer to bring your forearms onto the shin in front of you. So for a lot of people, this is a very intense feeling around the sort of piriformis glute medius area of your glutes and the hip. We can add in a little twist as well now if you think, I'm happy where I am, doing this slight forward hinge. Then stay where you are. Otherwise, cross the right hand onto the right foot. So you're crossing over. Push the ball of the foot into the hand, push the hand back into the foot. You can take your left hand onto the chair behind you, or maybe just onto the seat of the chair. So we add in this little rotation and twist around the ribs. Pull up through the crown of the head, find that little twist. Exhale out through the mouth every now and again. Breathe down into your belly. And then exhale, slowly come out of the pose. Lift the right leg off. You can add a little rock from side to side. Hey, you might even want to extend the leg and bend it just to bring the blood back into the leg. And we'll switch it to the other side. Lift the left leg off the floor, flex the foot, spread the toes. So super strong. Rotate the ankle, point and flex the foot. And then once you've got that, interlace your fingers around the left shin. You can move this from side to side. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, curve the spine. Move it. And then we'll take it into the figure of four. Cross your left foot and ankle on top of your right thigh. Spread the toes, flex the foot like crazy again, and bring your hands around the foot and the knee. And remember that little energetic push into each other. Ball of the foot into the hand, hand into the ball of the foot. Pull up through the crown of the head. And you may notice that there is one side that's a little bit more intense than the other. Super common if it is. I find that this side for me has less external rotation. So if I just naturally sit in this position, this left leg is a little bit higher up than the other leg is. So I have less mobility in a way in that leg. And that can be down to my bone structure. Obviously, you're not the same. We're not symmetrical on both sides. So it's not about judgment. It's not about trying to fix things that actually can't be fixed. This is DNA. This is bone structure. This is anatomy, stuff that we were born with and we adapt with and we've lived with our whole lives. It's just nice to observe them and realize, hey, I'm super unique. Even the left side is unique to the right side. Now, if you want to go forward, you can go forward. You can bring the forearms down onto the shin and stay here for a moment and breathe with it. Or you can take it into a twist, or you can do a little bit of combination of both. So you can cross the left hand onto the left foot, right hand onto the chair behind you, pull up through the crown of the head, and then as you push the foot into the hand, find a little rotation across the ribs. If anything feels too intense or feels like pain, then we back off. We come away from that. We don't want to push through the pain. And sometimes it takes a bit of time for us to learn what that is, what the sensations actually are in the body. But like anything, the more that we do something, the better we become at that. And knowing what that feeling is, or recognizing that feeling. And really, yoga is, the physical aspect of yoga is about awareness, about being super aware of the body where we are in space. And then exhale, slowly, slowly come out of the twist. And remove the left foot. You can keep the hands on the thighs for a moment. Inhale, arch the spine like you did at the beginning as you push the hands into the thighs, lift the chest. Exhale, curve the spine. So it's like a cat-cow, but you're seated. One more time. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale, curve the spine. And that's what we have time for today. So thank you so much for joining. Notice how you're feeling. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling something, a little bit of movement where you needed it. And if you enjoy my stuff, there's plenty of other things on the channel. Keep an eye out for some more chair yoga. That will be coming soon. If not, it's already there. Have a little hunt through. Thanks for joining. As always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends who you think would enjoy my stuff. Have a great rest of your day.